Today's video blog is the 5 most common stereotypes and myths about psychics. The first myth that we're going to be looking at today is that psychics are crazy. A lot of times when people hear someone psychic or hear about psychics, they think that's just ungrounded, woo-woo, bull crap that might not pertain to anything real world. It's not scientifically proven, and it's just crazy talk. But the reality is there's a lot of really ethical, grounded people who aren't anti-science or anti-intellectualism that incorporate that mode of knowing into a bigger scheme of things into their lives. It's a beautiful arena where you can get so much awesome information for your life if you're open to having a direct experience of that reality. It's available to everyone, and it's an awesome thing to have at your fingertips to use for your life. My background is as a marriage and family therapist, and I was fascinated with my master's work and looking at the difference between projection and intuition, because when we're in a projection we really feel like, yeah, I know this to be true, but it's coming from a reactive or unconscious place. And we have an intuition, it's like, yeah, I know this to be true, but it's coming from a really grounded, heart-oriented place. And what's the difference between those two things? And that question fascinated me because I really am trying to learn, how do we know what we know down here? How do we know anything, and where is it coming from? And what I found is they're really different things. When we're coming from a projection, we're caught up in an external energy, and when we're caught in our intuition, it's just heart-centered, grounded, magical, and makes our lives better. Myth number 2 is being psychic means that you're more spiritually evolved. This is not true. Being psychic is a skill and a talent that you can train at, you can get better, and it doesn't necessarily mean spiritual authority or spiritual evolution. Basically, there's some people that are psychic that do it from a fear-based place. They can get information about you, different details that they can tell you about your life, but it doesn't mean it's coming from a heart place. So being psychic can be used kind of like a magic trick if it's not centered in the heart from a really soul-based place. So make sure if you go to a psychic or intuitive that you're really checking in with your heart. Is this information right for you? And you're not giving away your spiritual authority to somebody else. Myth number 3 is that being psychic means you're psychic 100% of the time about everything. Being psychic is like a skill, just like being a great basketball player. You might not be sinking hoops every single time, and it's a skill that you can work on and get better at. There's also different specialties that different intuitives or psychics have. Like some people are better with medical information. I get some medical stuff, but for me it's really mostly relationship information through the energy cords. I really specialize on the soul's plan, so why you incarnated here in this lifetime and what your soul is working on. So I don't get information about the lotto numbers or where my keys are. I often can't find my keys. And some people really specialize in like finding missing things. So it's just good to know that there's different specialties with being psychic. Myth number 4 is that psychics are on all the time. I often have people come up to me at a party. They're like, "You're psychic, what am I thinking right now?" Or "What are you reading? Are you getting information on me right now?" And the reality is it takes effort and focus and concentration to shift your brain state from beta to theta where you're receiving that information. So I don't walk around reading people all the time. I don't find that that's ethical, and I don't see a point in working all day long. So sometimes you'll get bleed-throughs, which is when you just get information you're not really trying to get, and I think everybody basically receives that in different ways. So psychics are definitely not on all the time. It's nice to shut off every once in a while. Myth number 5 is that only special people are psychic. The reality is that we're all psychic. Everybody has your own way of knowing things. Sometimes we just don't know what our particular way is. It could be through feelings, it could be through dreams, but we can all get better. Being psychic is a skill, and you can train and get better if you want to get more information. So hopefully this video blog was enlightening. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Leave your comments below about what myths you've heard or what you think about these myths, and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. This is so rambly.
No, that felt good. It felt good.
Can I just start over?
Yeah.
Talk to me on my blog, please. Okay. I'd love to have you.